Hey, it's me, the world's smartest painter on the job here in Canoga Park, just having my lunch. Sip on my big gulp. Take that, you anti-big gulp types. I just wanted to talk a little bit about stigma. I was on a date recently with a woman, and the conversation turned. It was a double date, and we had another couple was there, and the conversation was going around, and we were talking about some damn thing in society that we didn't like, and I said, well, we've got to bring back stigma. And she looked at me as if she was shocked. We can't stigmatize people. And as if I had said, well, we've got to bring back, executions in the public square, or, whatever happened to tar and feathering. We've got to bring back these old methods. She was shocked that I would say that. And as if what a stigma was automatically and always wrong. And I completely disagree. I didn't make a fight over it. I just, threw her phone number away. But it's all stigma is what we do in society to get a behavior that we like, to prohibit a behavior we don't like, without passing a law, without turning it over to some law enforcement agency. It's the way that we lean on people for something we don't like, and it's the opposite side of the coin from encouragement. The carrot and the stink. The carrot and the stink? Did I just say that? That's a whole different movie. The carrot and the stick. There's people of a certain mind these days. They want it to be all carrot, but no stick. Unless, of course, you're a conservative. Then it's all stick all the time. But if you want, say, for instance, girls to not get pregnant. Well, when I was a kid, girls knew that if they were to get pregnant, they were going to suffer some consequences. There was going to be public embarrassment. There was going to be some sort of shame. They would be taken out of school, and they would have to, be dealt with in a certain way. And so what did they do? Did thousands of them every year go into convents? Were they publicly shunned? No. What they did is they told us no. Because every guy was continually and always trying to get in their pants. And they told us no, no, no. When the pill came in, it changed all that. And that this was the beginning of the end, really, for the whole male-female problem that we've now got. But in the olden days, women were empowered by understanding that they had something that guys wanted a lot, and a guy could be motivated hugely in order to get that thing. So you told him no. And if a guy forces himself on a girl, he gets tons of stigma. If she says no to him, she would receive a lot of public encouragement. And if she said no, she would get stigma. So what it is you just say, we want this good thing, so this is our encouragement. And the opposite side of that, the flip side of that coin, is to say, we're going to stigmatize that by society. And that's just basic stuff. This is just basic stuff. If a kid does a good behavior, you reward him. Make it a dog. Kids are too complicated. We're really breaking this down. If it's a dog, and the dog does something good, and you catch him doing something good, it's good boy, all right. And if the dog does something bad, you punish the dog. In my view, you talk to it with your hand through its nerve endings. Nowadays people can't do that. Pet guardians, they have to sit down and have a chat with their animal. I like to shortcut things. Pain is the universal language. But anyway, most of what's going on now, all these problems that we're having, is based on the fact that we are afraid to set some sort of public standards for behavior. And, with 70% of black children born out of wedlock, now 70%, 40% of white children born out of wedlock? And something like no, maybe it's 30 something, and altogether it's high 40s. You know, when you factor in everybody, Hispanics and everybody else. I hate to break things down into racial things here, but the reason it's worse for black people is that people are so, as you saw, if you saw my thing on black nosing, it's because people are just allergic to saying anything negative to black people. You know, we're going to remove from you any sense that you have any obligations in your community. And this is our way of helping you. What a enormous, high-stacked pile of dung that is. And if you don't hold somebody accountable for their behavior, that is an insult. What you're saying is, I don't believe you are capable of this. If you hold a girl responsible for her behavior strongly enough that you're willing to push back strongly against her should she do the bad behavior, that's a vote of confidence. What you're saying to her is, you are better than this. You are better than the fate that would have you with 3 or 4 children by 3 or 4 different guys, and going into a life of almost certain poverty, dropped out of high school and things like that. When we turn our backs on a whole group of people and say, oh, we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so we're just going to, you know, just wish we would, they wouldn't do this, but we're not going to stigmatize the behavior. What we're saying is, these people don't matter enough to save. And that's why I think we need to tell everybody firmly and strongly what we think is the best way to live, reward people who will do that, and stigmatize the opposite behavior. This doesn't mean public shaming. It doesn't mean beating people in public. But it does mean a strong public opinion about it. So I had a nice way to wrap this up. It flashed through my mind a second ago. I thought, that's my get out line, and now I've completely forgot it. So I have no get out line. It's shameful. Anyway, I guess the way to wrap it up is that whatever you encourage, you'll get more of. And whatever you discourage, you'll get less of. Now, how does one discourage things? We can't jail everybody. We can't call the cops on everybody. We have to speak it ourselves. We have to do this stuff through the culture. Just as right now, if we want to send a message to Walmart, we shop at Winco, or we shop at Price Club, and we say, this is what we're doing. These are our values. You don't outlaw Walmart. You encourage through your own patronage the kind of behavior you want. The same is true of anything. So I say, bring back stigma and quit being shy about this stuff. It doesn't make us mean. It means that we care about people enough to ask the best from them that we know will serve them in the long run. So I'm running long. I better stop. This is the World's Smartest Painter checking out, signing off. And if you like what I'm doing, just hit the subscribe button. And if you like any particular thing I do, please share it. You know, put it out on Facebook or whatever. Tell your friends about me. So that someday maybe I can quit the house painting. Nah, that'll never happen. Okay, thanks. Is this gonna quit?